Hey, what's up, Sag? This is DJ with DJ Star Tarot with a bonus reading for you today. Yeah, I'm shuffling on camera today. I'm doing something just a little bit different. I'm just taking a few cards and just kind of get the feel, overall energy, okay? Universe, Spirit Guardian Angels, what messages do you have for Sag? We have one card, Sag. We have the Hanged Man. So give me just a second. And just shuffling some more, and I'll give you the meanings of what the cards are interpreting here, okay? Hopefully you had a good day today. Productive. Okay, here comes another card. So the Five of Wands and Hanged Man. So fives, challenges, some instability maybe. Maybe you're feeling instability or feeling unstable, I should say. Let me use proper grammar here. I feel with the Hangman, there's a change in perspective of how you're seeing things. You're doing like self-examination. You're kind of searching for the truth. You're waiting for an answer on something. With the Five of Wands being there, it could be some kind of challenge that is happening, and you're just, you're kind of looking at things from a different perspective and just really trying to understand what direction to go in, or maybe even just trying to find the truth of the matter. And this can be in career and love, whatever. This is a general reading, so however that applies to you. I feel like there might be some chaos around you. I feel like for some of you, you need to look for a different path or direction. And you're just looking for that truth. You're looking for that clarity. Okay, what direction should I take? Where should I go? How do I move forward, right? I feel like you will overcome some obstacles here, and you will stand strong. Let's see what else we get, okay? But I really feel like you're just looking at things from a different perspective. So we have the Page of Wands. Let's see what else we get. And I feel like you're looking at things from a different perspective because you know that there's a challenge, and you're trying to find that right path to where you won't have this challenge or any chaos. It's like you're wanting that one path that's good for you, okay? So we've got two cards. We have the Justice and the King of Swords. So Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Justice being a Libra, and then King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see how these play play a role in this reading, because I feel like a page, that can be a young person, and it doesn't have to be, it can be a mature person who's, or mature in age, but immature personality trait, just not very, and maybe that's the person that's not stable, okay? But I feel like they're really dramatic, enthusiastic. It's a new beginning, and having, self-conscious awareness, like you, with the Hangman here and the Five of Wands. I really feel like you yourself, because you're, how do I want to put this? Because you're with the Hangman, you're looking at things from a different perspective, really trying to find that way that doesn't have that chaos or that challenge there. You're seeing that you're coming up with fresh ideas, the new beginning there. You're very self-conscious now, like you're just really self-aware of where you're going here, and you're looking for that justice, right? You're looking for that balance to really hone in and really help you find that fairness in the situation. You're adjusting your priorities as you're looking at this, from a different perspective, and just really being really enthusiastic and being self-aware and really wanting to make this change, really moving forward. You're adjusting your priorities to fit that, if that makes sense. you're taking responsibility for the choices that you make and the direction that you go in, and overcoming these obstacles, which you really do, because everything works out in your favor. And then with the King of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you know, you could be dealing with them, or this could just be you having this energy here, using wisdom and intellect in finding the fairness in this situation and the direction that you're going in, as you're looking at things from a different angle, right? It also could be somebody that you're seeking advice from, you know, that gives you really sound, solid advice. Let's see what else we can pull here. So that's really good, Sag, that you are kind of looking at things from a different perspective and just kind of wanting to avoid that chaos and that challenge there. So that's good, you know, with the Page of Wands being there, news coming your way, things working in, you know, a new beginning for you, and you're going to get that fairness that you deserve. Okay, so we have the Five of Coins here, and with fives, that's again challenges, right, and instability. But for some of you, you might have felt like, you know, you've been kind of left out in the cold for some reason. Others of you, you feel like you've been like a misfortune, you know, like you've missed something, like a hardship in finances, you know. And I feel like right now, really, that this is you really looking at things with having faith, okay? You know, making it stronger, making it to where, you know, you can live again and just really be just strengthening your strength, or not your strength, but your faith, and believing in the direction you're going in, and knowing that you're going to overcome these obstacles and these challenges and move away from the chaos that you have right now. There is a new beginning for you, and you will. But for some of you, you kind of feel like, you know, I've been left out in the cold. I've been burnt so many times. You know what? I just want fairness. The Moon, okay? The Moon represents Pisces. I'm just kind of hone in here, okay, because that's paired with the Five of Coins, and I want to kind of see what direction that's going to go in here. You know, with the King of Swords being there, just really using wisdom and moving in a whole different direction. You know, that for the Moon, because the Moon kind of represents deception, right? And because you've been out in the cold, you know, I'm trying to put this, I feel like you've been through a journey, okay? And the journey is through your shadow side, okay? Illusions. It's like the profound truth, right? Uncertain, like you're uncertain of what direction to go. And it's really saying that you need to use your intuition. There may be some warning signs there. If you don't take the right path, you may end up being in financial hardship, okay? That could be that meaning as well. Someone may be giving you advice with the King of Swords. Hey, you better look out, because if you don't look, you know, go take the right direction, you may end up out in the cold. You may end up being in financial hardship, or even having health issues here. Because fives are challenges, right? You may have, and you're wanting, I mean, your center of the reading is justice. You're wanting that fairness. You're wanting that balance. Four of Swords and Ace of Wands here. So fours, you know, setting boundaries and then having that stability. And Ace of Wands is a new energy and a new beginning, right? So let's see how we read this. With the Four of Swords, finding a quiet place and just kind of going within, with, you know, like the Hangman, you begin the reading, looking at things from a different perspective and trying to find that right path. So I feel like you may need to find some difficult time, So that may be a message for you, because words are just coming out of my mouth and I'm not even trying to say that. I feel like you will have a difficult time if you don't go in the right direction. I feel like you need to find a quiet space and kind of engage in listening and release and show gratitude and just really center yourself to find this direction, because the Ace of Wands is there. The Ace of Wands brings new beginnings, right? It's a passionate, you will find that passion if you take that time. If you take that time, it's a strong beginning, right? It's like a burst of energy. You see how that wand is? It's like you have this burst of energy and you discover that inspiration that you have in that step to move forward. But again, you need to be careful. There is a warning here that if you take the wrong path, you may end up not in a nice spot. But if you take that time and really will see things from a different perspective, then you can move into a new beginning, a really strong, bold beginning here. A Hierophant. So really, let's take a look at this, okay? With the Hierophant, that's a Taurus, and with the Taurus, having that strong new beginning with the Ace of Wands there, I mean, that's really good, because Taurus is, they kind of do that. But this is like a trusted advisor, somebody that you can trust to give you that direction, to help you go in. He's somebody who has wisdom, right? So really just kind of looking, kind of really listening to him and go within yourself to find that passion. And you do find it. And you do find that guidance and that passion, Sag. And I think if you just be careful, you'll be fine. You listen to the right advice. So the last two cards we have are the Five of Cups and then the Ten of Cups. Wait, yeah, Five of Cups and Ten of Cups. Let's see how this works out, because the Five of Cups, again, that you have another five. Like, that's challenges, okay? So you're going to have a challenge of leaving behind somebody or something or a situation, maybe even a job, and you're just like, how am I going to do this, right? Like, how am I going to move forward in this strong new beginning when I'm having trouble? And it's also grieving. It's partial loss, right? It's partial loss and end to a relationship. So it could be a love relationship, it could be a career relationship, it can be any type of relationship here. But then with the Ten of Cups, that's an ending to that situation and then a beginning to a new one. And then you find that balance and you find harmony in people and within yourself, okay? And then you find that joy and that romantic fulfillment for some of you who are, going in that direction. So yeah, I do feel like things will work out as long as you take this advice, and that fairness will be there. I do see a few challenges here, so really take some time for yourself and really go in and look for that direction that you need to go in, and with this, have faith and believe that things will turn out for the best. Because I do see that you get that burst of energy for that new beginning that you're longing for, but you will be missing thinking about the past, thinking about what you're leaving behind, feeling bad, but then your outcome is really joyful, really happy, and it brings you that love. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, then it works out for you. And if it's a job, then that's going to bring you joy. If you're changing jobs, that's going to bring you that emotional happiness, okay? And then it's going to be fair, because the center of your reading is the Justice card, so it's going to bring you that fairness and that balance that you're wanting, okay? All right, Sag, we'll talk soon. I hope you enjoyed your bonus.